So this video is just, it will probably never see the light of day. The only reason I'm making this video is to keep up the habit of recording something, because doing the whole thing, like, the setup is easy and everything, but sitting down and then starting to talk and then starting to, like, do everything right, get the things right that I'm supposed to get right, it's not really that easy to do, and I have to get used to doing it. So anyway, that's why this video probably isn't going to see the light of day. But I did want to talk about some things. And I don't know if the microphone, because I'm holding the microphone. I kind of do want to post this. I don't know why. But the last time I held the microphone in my hand, I don't even remember what I was recording, but it was making all this sound. There, I'm sure that made a ton of sound. So I want to put it back in the case, which is right here, but maybe I could just stop this recording and check. I'll do that. I'll be lazy. Or not, I'll be the opposite of lazy. You're welcome. It did make a ton of sound. It made a lot of sound. I actually have to unplug my microphone to put it back into the case, but I'm just going to record that because I really don't care about this video at all. Oh wow, I didn't realize my hair would be held back by the headphones. Oh wait, I wasn't gonna wear them, because why do I need to? Okay. Yeah. I'm working on it. I'm working on it. I wonder if it defaults. It does. It defaults to the laptop speakers. I thought my voice just wouldn't be recorded at all right now, but it is. Also, the microphone label, what is it? Wire, is ridiculously long. Like, crazy long. The case is, it's a little worn down. It doesn't go high anymore. So now I get this lovely feedback from my computer, as I discovered when editing almost everything. Okay, so the first thing on my mind is the reason I started doing the microphone webcam thing. I wanted to talk about that because the inspiration that got me doing this has come back. So I was thinking about how I want to edit this video, and I know this is not the topic I just said I was going to talk about, because I kind of didn't know. I wasn't going to post this at all, because it's not about anything, like, important. Like, I mean, I could argue that all my videos are important, but this isn't, like, a part of a big video game thing I'm going to do. It's not an announcement video. That's going to be a lot more obvious and a lot more professional and less long-winded. It was just for practice, but then when I started recording, like, the first 10 seconds, I realized I'm not going to be taking this seriously enough, and I won't have anything to say. And so I was like, well, I'll just turn off, like, what can I do? Like, because if I'm not fully into it, then I'm going to be like, oh, here's this thing I wanted to talk about, I guess. Why am I saying this out loud? So I think I am going to post this. It's going to be edited a lot to take away all of the, like, because I pause way too much when I speak. Well, not too much. I just pause a lot because I don't really care that much about my speaking cadences. I used to. Then I started watching Jerma, and I realized he is very difficult to understand. Well, he's not for me, because I talk kind of at the same pace as he does, like, really fast and mushed together, and then there's all these pauses in between. And I realized that's one of the things I liked about his voice, so I don't care about changing mine, because there's going to be someone else out there that likes the way my voice sounds in the same way I like his, etc., etc. I mean, there are obviously other things about my voice that I do want to change, but the speed that I talk at, I'm fine with, at least for now. I don't remember. Oh yeah, editing. That's how I got on this topic. So I'm going to edit out a lot of the pauses, and I'm going to edit out some repeated information, I guess. I don't know yet. And I don't know. This is just a video. So back to this inspiration. People know, some people know, probably a lot of people know. I actually want to check one thing, but I can talk while I'm checking it. A lot of people right now know that my channel started off as a clip channel. Well, it started off as nothing. It started off as a clip channel, and a couple of clips got a few, like, 1,000 views, which to me means going viral. And then that was ever since that point, I was thinking, okay, what about this video caused the success so I can replicate it and improve upon it? Things like, it's shorter than 30 seconds, but longer than 20. It has a certain title that's like, I don't want to talk too much about this, but basically every element of the videos that I was making were based on what was getting views, at the cost of me making content I didn't really care about, or really want to do, or enjoy. There was nothing, like, in my heart, like, I couldn't put my heart into it, because as soon as you start doing that, that's the content that gets, like, 3 views, and no one cares about. And that's the thing, is that I'd rather make that content that comes from the heart and get the 3 views, instead of pump out content that I really have no passion for to go viral again. You know, in my terms of the word, because going viral is usually something a lot bigger than that, but it's also relative. But anyway, I don't want to do that, because that doesn't help me in my real life. Like, what does that do for me? I see a number on a screen. That doesn't help me with any of my other goals, and it doesn't give me any personal satisfaction either. At first it did, but that was more of like a surprise, like, wow, look at this thing that happened. I feel like something happened to me. And I don't care about that anymore, because it's fun to experience, but it's not important to experience. So, I do want to make content that is important to me. So the reason why this happened, because I always have this thought, I always have that kind of thought of I want to do what I want, and there are so many other things that I want to do with that same mindset applied to it, like writing, learning how to animate, like going rock climbing, just a ton of things. Those are some of the major ones, like something with interior design, I'm sure, are things that I'm deeply interested in, music too. The list can go on, and so there had to be something that made this one stand out, this idea stand out, or this yearning, I guess. Because if I want to do a lot of things, then I have to choose one of those things to do. And usually it's something that, well, is not this. It's not making videos, because there are a lot of things about making videos that I really don't care about, or that I don't enjoy yet, or things that I'm not skilled at. There's a lot of reasons not to do it. So let's get to the inspiration I was talking about. Oh boy, how long? I think it was 7 months ago. I can look that up too. So, 7 months ago, wow, I can probably think about what's happening in my life, but I don't really, whatever, that's not what this is about. 7 months ago, or I guess rather 8 months ago, so I was playing The Long Drive, which I heard about from Jerma, and got really into, and then on the Steam page for that game, they said, they posted an announcement that one of the devs had created a YouTube channel, and it was just going to be, well, I don't even remember what they said it was going to be. They just said they made a YouTube channel. I was curious about it. I was really into the game, and I wanted to see what the videos were all about, so I clicked it, watched a video, and it was just a fun video. From a fun channel with a fun person hosting it, all that stuff that you need to make a channel good. And so what happened with his channel is he had created the channel before they shared it on the Steam page, and then when they shared it, then he got a big flood of subscribers to his channel, and I was part of that crowd. So when I discovered his channel, there was a backlog of about maybe 15 videos that I hadn't watched yet because I didn't know the channel existed, and so I just started from the beginning, as I'm sure a lot of people did, or at least a lot of people watched the first video that he posted. And I really enjoyed it. Watched the first couple of videos, and I was thinking to myself, like, this guy's having a lot of fun, and I want to have a lot of fun when I make a video, and he has this audience for it. And that was the first thing I was thinking. So I kept watching the next video and the next video. I don't remember how many I watched, but then somewhere down along the line, one of the videos said, it was celebrating the first comment that he received on the channel. And at that point I was thinking, like, he has started from 0, and I didn't know that, and he had been making like 3 or 4 videos already with 0 interaction, and he finally got this comment, and he made a video celebrating it, and he finally got his first subscriber, and he made another video celebrating it. This was all in the past, of course, because I wasn't there for it. And I was thinking, like, what he's doing here is, I'd rather be doing that instead of doing what I'm doing now. I'd rather have the one subscriber, the one comment, the one, like, the really slow start where people really aren't paying much attention except a couple of nice people or people who find your content entertaining. I'd rather have that instead of have whatever formula I was trying to follow and then get some higher numbers. So GusTube is kind of the reason why I finally chose this passion out of all my other passions to put effort and time into. And I've always wanted to mention that, and I am going to make another video, not soon. I want to make another video about GusTube much further down the line when I have an audience, so it can be kind of like a shout out, because I know this video is only going to be seen by a few people, and it's not going to be big, and his channel is much bigger than mine, so there's not much point in me doing a shout out for his channel. It's kind of backwards there. So I was hoping, like, if I actually get some kind of subscriber base in the future, I do want to talk more, I guess professionally and more scripted, more organized about his channel, so it's not just this thrown together thing. So I kept watching GusTube, and he was making a lot of videos. It was like 2 videos a day, 3 videos a day. Sometimes he'd skip like one day, but then he'd be right back at it the next day. And that went on for a few weeks. Then he did the first live stream, and I could only catch the beginning of it because I had to go to bed and I was already staying up much later than I should have. But I did check out the VOD after it was finished. Just kind of clicked through because I wasn't able to take in the full 2 hours or however long it was. And there wasn't a huge turnout, which is expected for you. YouTube Live is a ghost town. You absolutely need to have like a devoted fan base to make any kind of success doing YouTube Live. So the turnout was pretty low, and I kind of got the impression that it was a lot lower than he was hoping for. So after that moment, his channel kind of went dead for about 4 months. For about 4 months. Then he just posted a random video without him in it, and it was just like a minute long. And then nothing again for another month. But then he posted something yesterday, and it was back to his normal videos like he was doing in the beginning. And so I watched it and was like, well, this is great. I wonder if, like, I'm not going to get my hopes up that he's going to come back and keep doing this. I'm just going to be thankful for this video. And then today he posted another, and it was just like in the beginning. And that's extremely, like, I'm extremely happy to see that. And there's no kind of negative feeling at all to it. And it kind of reminds me, like, it kind of gave me that taste of the motivation I had 7 months ago, to start shaking up this formula and doing something I want to do. And among that, finding things about it that other people respond to well, and then doing more of that, instead of doing more things that I don't want to be doing. So I did want to just talk about GusTube for a while. And man, I really don't want to post this video because I feel like I really wanted to talk about his channel in such a more finished way. This is all just off the top of my head. And like, I'm not good enough at like speaking clearly, not clearly, but yeah, well, clearly, loudly. I'm not good enough at speaking loudly enough yet to have the confidence to say anything that's overly scripted. And I still haven't done like the rap review, which I still want to do. And I don't know what I'm going to do for the announcement video. I want to wait a few more days at least so I can get more comments, because it was going to be a comment response and announcement video. And I have 3 comments now. So the plan was to just get used to doing this as often as I can.